Good morning everyone, it's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And again, we are in Valor Cup testing the third team that I've been recommended by one of the sweaties, Jack Frost. So, he claims that this team runs very, very effectively, and I have used it like once because I wanted to build the team and at least get one attempt in before recording this video. So the idea is that instead of Milim, which is a very good unit, you instead have Valentine, who has the same special orb change which works for this current season, and also has the heal skill. So this team is more built maybe towards ranked Valor Cup, where having as much HP as possible when you end is conducive to having a good score. So we've got her to orb change and heal. I've got a heal charm on Toa as well. The hero is the hero. Water Rimuru is here, so we could eliminate some RNG on turn 2, because we're going to swap him into the back for the other EX Rimuru, or other Water Rimuru, whatever. And then turn 2, if we get some not great hands, we can at least attempt to make something out of it using his steel and his green orb change, and maybe even, EX Rimuru's orange orb change. So we're covered on, multiple sides for the blues. And then we also have Velzard, so if we don't really want the full hand of blue, but we have a 4-2 spread, we could instead just do an orb steal with Velzard, and that'll get us her ult off 6 Velzard orbs. So, in theory, this team will work very efficiently. So we're going to go against the 470k bot, and we will try this out. Alright. So we're fighting a fire team, so both of our Water Rimurus will be in a decent spot right now. Okay, so turn 1, we will orb change with Valentine, get that out of the way. We will bring in EX Rimuru for free-to-play Rimuru. And who's in the back line right now? We've got not a hero. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and hit Milim so we can kind of eliminate the crits that she could give. I don't think we're going to kill here, especially not against a big old bot, but we'll definitely move her out of the front line. But that will bring in a wind unit who might do some damage to me. Oh, okay, they leave her in. Okay, so here we have options, because 2 of our orbs that are not blue are the hero. So we could easily bring Water Rimuru in, just steal that, and then maybe heal a little bit, because Valentine took half her HP off. Or we could just bring in Velzard and just steal the entire hand. Either way really works. I think for this one, we're going to do the Rimuru strategy, so we'll take the hero out after we use the rewind. That's important. Don't forget that. And now, you come out for the hero, and then we'll steal, and that gives us enough points to heal. And then we'll bring Velzard in. I mean, technically, you could still steal with Velzard now anyways. Like, we still have 25 points left. But I think we'll be okay, because this will get us 2 Toas, which, if we get any sort of Velzard orbs next turn, or even if we don't, we can steal them. I think we'll live. So we're going to heal here, get us a little bit closer, alright? And then I think we will start hitting Guy. Sending Rimuru last, obviously. So now we've sealed their defense skills, not of which is very important, because that's what Velzard does when you swap her in. Not the biggest thing in the world. Rewind kicks in. We have double Toa now, and we have 1 Velzard orb, which would normally not be enough, but we can still steal. And this steal will actually put us over the threshold for the 120 points. So now, next turn, when we can bring the hero back in, we'll get that extra crit damage. And because we only have to use 1 Toa here, we will have another Toa in reserve. So we can use, the crit damage, the personal buff from Velzard. We could use the crit and the physical buff from Rimuru. Like, we have options. So let's kill these 2, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so that gets us, 2 ults, almost a third for Valentine. Not that it was really that important. Alright, Milim is dead. In comes Hakuro. That won't do much, but we just wanted to make sure that Milim did die. And then this 200% orb should kill Guy even with the guard. Alright, so now comes the 2 wind units, which might hurt Water Rimuru. Unfortunate, but it might happen. Oh, that's bad. Alright. So we got a 5 blue, which is probably gonna... Oh, it's on Velzard. Will she live? Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, well... It's a good thing we still got an alt. So, we have 100 points. We have Toa. That was kind of unfortunate. Maybe I should have killed Gopta there, because I should have paid attention to his orbs. But, everyone is still physical, so the physical buff will work. And then we'll use Toa. We use the crit, so now we'll get the guaranteed crits, the 100% crit damage, full hand. There's a little bit of a heal right there. And then we'll use that. And now, we should be out of here. Should being the keyword. Let's find out how much Rimuru does here against type disadvantage. 32 and then 68k. Alright. Enough to wipe. So, we lost a person. Yes. Was it because I was dumb? Yeah, I didn't pay attention. Did the team work, though? Yes. And we could have run it, 2 different ways on turn 2, and I think they both would have been fine. So, alright. I see what we're going here. Let's try it again and have someone not die this time. Alright, we're up against another 470k bot, this time fighting the Earth team, so as long as Velzard doesn't die, we should be looking pretty good. Who's in the back is Alice and Rimuru, so okay, we gotta maybe be a little bit smart with our orbs so we can't have them all sending right that. So we'll bring Rimuru for Rimuru, and then we'll spread the damage. This time the hero isn't in danger, turn 1, because she's space. Pop, pop, and then pop, pop, there we go. Alright, so we'll seal their magic-changing orbs, so no orb stealing with, no orb giveaway with Soe. Okay, we got a 3-3 spread. Interesting. Okay, again, Valentine's taking some hits. But not really the blues that we were looking for, right? So, what we're gonna do is I'm going to rewind here. And then I'm not gonna worry much about Valentine. Like, yes, she's low HP, but this isn't ranked Valor Cup. We're gonna be okay. So I'm gonna swap her out. Because if we do that, and then steal these 2, that leaves just 2 green heroes, which we can then still orb change. So let's do that, let's do that. So pop, and then pop. So full hand of blues. We'll bring Velzard in for Water Rimuru. Now we're kind of gonna have to kill somebody here. Let's hit Valentine. Because she's got the most amount of orbs. Actually, is that a good idea? Maybe that's not a good idea. Let's hit Benimaru. Let's hit Soe. He's got crits and everything. Doesn't really matter. We'll hit somebody here. Okay. And Soe should be dead here from the type advantage. 200% orb. Alright, that's going to bring Alice or Raphael, one of the 2 in. Alice. Okay. And now I think we go for Benimaru. Alright, so we have 2 orbs for Velzard. That should be enough to get us her ult, but we're going to make sure just in case. Alright, so there's that. And then we'll use Toa. Full hand of oranges. Another 40 points, which isn't really that important. There's a little bit of a heal, which again isn't that important. And then we'll hit Benimaru, get him out of there. So we got a double ult. Yeah, we had plenty for Velzard. So we're going to have 2 water units up front now, which, if they full target... Well, we left Valentine because she had the most orbs, and now no one can give her any extra orbs. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so the Valentine tried to lower my ult gauge on Velzard. Good thing I had 2 full gauges, so good luck. So now, what we're going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to forego the physical buff because it's a very good buff, but it's a very high cost. And we already have the extra crit damage, and then we're going to have Velzard's own attack buff and ult damage buff. That's going to be fine by itself. So we're just going to heal. We're going to heal up our 2 low HP units, and so this actually worked out pretty well. It's not a full heal, but we can then use Toa to give us a little bit extra, 8% on our gauge for the heal right there, and that helps us out even more. And then I guess we can steal those other 2 hero orbs and just have a full hand. So we're going to AoE, and then follow up. I'm fairly certain Velzard will kill even the full HP water units, but let's find out. 29k versus 63k. I'd call that pretty good. And we got in a couple heals there, so we brought our characters back from like half HP to 3/4, if not more, with the heal charm and everything. So this team works pretty well, and it's got the healing built in. So I'm liking it so far. Let's try another round. All right. Well, I can't find anybody else but the 470 bots, so this will probably be the last segment of the video. But honestly, it's going to be the same as the last 2. Nothing really different, unless we really get bad orb RNG. Like, we don't get any of the same characters, and they're all greens or something. I don't know. Weirder shit has happened, as you can probably have told from my other Valor Cup videos that I did this month. Sometimes things just don't work out. So 1, 2, let's spread the damage again, because that seemed to work pretty well last time. So sealing the magic changing, of which there's not really true orb changers on this front line. Not terribly a big deal. Okay. That works out. Do they actually hit Rimuru? No, they hit Valentine still. Ooh, she takes a lot of damage because Soa used his crit. Okay. Well, we can work with this, because obviously we have a whole bunch of hero orbs, and the one that's not is already blue. So we're looking pretty good. We don't even have to use like the other things, so we could technically heal right here. Bring us up a little bit. Alright, and then we'll bring Water Rimuru in for the hero. We'll go ahead and steal all of these. And then we'll bring Velzard in. And this will be quite a bit of gauge for her. Quite a bit. So actually, let's get rid of Benimaru now. Alright. Let's get rid of Benimaru, that way he can't buff the oranges or give away any more orbs. Alright, cheeky counter, why not? His dying breath. And cool. So then in comes Alice again, probably. Yep. Alright, so Alice has 2 orbs. Valentine has 3. Let's get a... oh. Okay, so here's a problem. Here is a problem. 4 greens, 2 blues. Well, it's not truly a problem, because we're not going to use any skills here. Well, actually, I'll probably use the steal a little bit, because we're not going to get a full hand of oranges, so we'll probably use the steal. Ensure that Velzard can get an ult. We'll use Toa, and that'll get us, 5 orbs. And a little bit of a heal. So now, I guess we just do this. So we're max points again, we have another Toa, so we can use the full buff next turn. So we got really bad RNG on turn 2.5, but we still are able to live through it as long as no one kills Velzard. Wow, that sucked. Okay. So, let's heal... do we heal, actually? Yeah, let's heal. We got points for it. So let's heal, let's use the personal buff, and then let's get Valentine out of here for the hero. And then we'll put the crit on after we use Toa. Cool. And that should be all she wrote right here. So even if Velzard doesn't kill, which she should, like we killed last time, so there's no reason we shouldn't kill this time. We still have all of this follow-up orb. And a Rimuru ult, which is also crit buffed. So there we go. So he still has 1 unit in the back line. Soe. So now Reamer will get his turn to ult and finish the battle. 19k, definitely not as good, but he was only getting the crit buff, nothing else. So, okay, the team can work, and it can get you out of some sticky scenarios, because, I mean, that 5-hand of hero is not really what we're looking for on turn 2. Like, yeah, it's cool that we get the hero ult, not the primary focus of DPS here. She can still do it, though. Like, she can give herself the crit and, you know, all that, but I think this team works pretty well, especially with the healing that's built in. So as long as, you know, Valentine doesn't straight up die, because she is my weakest unit on this team, we'll look good. So this should be my 3rd Valor Cup team for this month, so if you have any other teams that you want to propose to me, go ahead and put in the comments. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.